Hello again, here I am. It is Monday, 3 p.m., the normal time. Today I am back to my typical topic, which is bras, bra fittings, lingerie, and everything that is beautiful and feminine. The last time before I talked to Liz Taylor, and here she is. Hi Liz, good to see you. Thank you for coming over. So the last time I finished my little talk saying that I would like to talk about specific bras again. And today I want to talk about a sports bra, and I would like to talk about a minimizer, but we'll see how long each one of the topics will take. Good morning, Liz. It's morning in Toronto and it's 3 p.m. here in London, so again, global village. But before we start, I will start with my wisdom quote, which today, it's very grey in London, it's kind of raining and it's not feeling like springtime, which I'm desperately hoping for, wearing all the flowery patterns. But I found a good quote, so at least this should help us to go through the grey time. And I've lost it. Did I lose it? No, I didn't. Here it is. What it says, play with a child. Children are your greatest teachers, and this is so true. We have to find a way to play and be like a child again, and that was the lesson from Liz from our last talk. She says, at a certain time she discovered how to play again, and that's all what we can wish for. So it says again, play with a child. Let's remember to do that. Sports bras. I was thinking how would be the best way to kind of explain in some other terms what are we looking for when we go out and looking for a sports bra. The other time I was comparing bra shopping for shoe shopping. Today I want to be shopping for cars, which is, of course, we all love cars and we know there are all kinds of different types. So when you think about your car, you always think, what do you need the car to be doing for you? It's a tool, it's a part of your life. So if you need something nice, sporty and sexy, you're probably looking for a beautiful lacy bralette. But if you need a pickup truck, if you need a truck that will work for you and will support you and heavy duty kind of environment, then definitely you will be looking at a sport bra. I have two examples with me today. One of them is a good one and the other one is not so good. So what we will do, we will look at two ends of the spectrum. We will start with something not so good and we will move into something that I will highly recommend. Why would I want to talk about sports bras? I'm trying to see myself on the iPad right now just to see who is here, and here I am. Okay, perfect. So I can be more social on the social media, which is always preferable. Here we go. Lovely. Okay, Eva is here. Hi Eva. She's my biggest fan. She's my mom, so of course she's here. Okay, sports bras. It's not just for sport. So if you tell me that you not really that active, you don't do any joggings, you don't really exercise that much, and you don't understand why would you have to go shopping for a sports bra, I would have a little discussion with you about that, because I believe sports bras can make our life much easier. For example, again, I'm going back to some questions that I received from lovely ladies out there. And one of you sent me a few pictures where I could see the damage that happened to her skin. What happened, the way she explained, she purchased a new bra, she was fitted, everything was fine, and then she went to work, and apparently she works at a warehouse where she has to do a little bit of physical work. And she was doing 2 shifts, each one 12 hours. I can imagine she probably was moving around, I don't know, moving equipment or anything. Definitely not just sitting still kind of work. And what happened, she got really irritated around, wearing the new bra, and it looked very painful on the image that she sent. My suggestion, number one, anything new, again going back to the shoes example, when you buy new shoes, be gentle with yourself, give yourself some time. You have to break them in a little bit, so don't go dancing in a brand new pair of shoes. The same with the bra. When you purchase a new bra, even that it's the proper size and everything is fine, don't go for long physical activities wearing that brand new bra, except if it is a sports bra, because sports bra is our amazing Dodge Ram or another pickup truck that is designed in order to allow us to move freely without any unwanted consequences, and we will go into details. So let me start with one that I will definitely not recommend, but no, let's do another little twist before we go to specifics. How do we choose a sports bra? Sports bras come, again, like any other bras, different shapes and sizes. I haven't seen any lacy ones, but other than that, they come many different colors, little different designs, make them more interesting, brighter, or just disappearing under your clothing, so many different colors. They will have options of being underwired or non-wired. They will have a different kind of straps, some of them white straps, some of them going back into a racer bag, some of them with the cross bag, some of them with the regular straps. So there is variety. When you go shopping, again, I suggest talk to a bra fitter and explain what you're looking for. If it is your first sports bra, you might not like it, and I have seen quite a few ladies that say, no, this is terrible, I cannot do this. Why? Think about it as a sports bra is almost like your armor, and when you never wore one before, this is pretty much how it could feel, because what it does, it's kind of grab you really firmly and not really allowing for much movement in this area, but you can move your arms, you can do your exercises, you can jump, you can do all the other things while your breasts are being kept in place, which is very comforting, especially for ladies with the larger breast size. When I was younger and I tried jogging, and there was no sports bras at the time and place back when, no, it just didn't work. So probably today I would probably grow up to be much more active when it comes to sports and any physical activities, but back then there was not that many options. So today we live in a new world, and we do have such an amazing thing as a sports bra, and I do recommend to get familiar with it because it will make your life easier, not just for your sports, any activities that you require free movement, when you do gardening with bending and digging and putting beautiful flowers into the ground, when you do house cleaning, when you do many different activities that not necessarily have to be that sporty, what we would think when we think sports bras. All right, so I think I can start my little demonstration. We know what the sports bra is and why I highly recommend one. But first, let me start with one that I do not recommend highly or not highly. This is a sports bra which it says, honestly, again, they come in different levels of support. So it's going to be light, medium, and a strong support. So I prefer the strong support, and I think, again, it comes with your comfort zone territory and the size of your breasts, and again, general comfort zone, because it will feel differently to the regular bra, especially at the beginning. So when we look at this one, it's lovely in pink, but that's not the point. It can come in many different colors. My point is, you see, when you look at the fabric, this fabric is pretty much what you think about thicker stockings. You know, it's just, it stretches, it has quite thin, you know, the straps, the shoulder straps, they're not really doing much. There's a little bit of padding. There is no wiring. It's like a little crop top. So basically, spending money on something like this, in my opinion, if you want to wear it as a fashion statement, that's about it. It's not really, in my opinion, what the sports bra should do for you. So that's one. We can find them on, you know, internet and some stores. You can find many different ones. This one is just not doing anything for me. I don't think it would do too much for you either. It's just not, it's not happening. So now it's my favorite. This one, it's not pretty. I prefer wired construction, so this one has wires. You can tell even the way I'm holding it. Like, look at this one, and look at this. You see, like this one is kind of flimsy. This one, you can see it holds its shape because it's much tougher, stronger way of construction. Again, this is not something that will make you look feminine and pretty in lace. This is a working bra. This is a bra that you put on because you want to be comfortable when you move around, either during the exercises or some other physical activities. So when we look here again, I want you to see these straps. You see how thick and padded they are? They're really lovely. Another thing what I really like about this bra is you have options how you want the straps to sit. Again, the back, it's much wider. You see, it's quite strong support through the back, through the band. It's not just a little tiny, you know, sexy piece of elastic. It's a strong back that's supposed to give you this support through the back. Hello, Linda. Thank you for watching. Another thing that I really like about this bra is, you see, over here when there is a connection on the strap, we have a little hook. Just here there is a little hook on this little ring, and when you do that, you're creating the racer back. So you're bringing the straps closer to your shoulders and to the center of your back instead of just straight down, when for some of us they might be falling off or might not be comfortable. Another important thing is adjustments on the straps, because like we said before, we have different length of torso, and to make sure the bra can be fitted properly, it's very good to have these adjustments. So this is a little thing that I really love about this bra. So it's a one bra, and to me it just works beautifully. If you want to know what it is Panache. I have been with this particular one for quite some time. Nothing happened to it. Wash it in my washing machine and it just keeps going. I love it, and anytime I can use it, not just when I go to gym. I will sometimes I'm just have these days you just want to be really comfortable and not worried about anything, so it's perfect under your jumper or sweater, and off you go. So I'm a big fan of sports bras, as long as you know what you're looking for, you know what they should do for you, and they are properly fitted. So give it a try. Again, go for a fitting, talk to your bra fitter, see different brands. You not have to try the heavy duty one that I just suggested. It's just one that I really like. It's quite versatile, and it kind of went through the test of time and performance. So here we go. So we managed to actually cover my sports bra little talk. The second topic I was planning to talk about today are minimizers. And before I go into the minimizers, I wanted to share with you something else, because I was wondering, what is happening here? Why me, being interior designer for such a long time, really enjoying my job, really, I always thought, this is what I have to do. This is my calling, and I never thought about myself anything else than interior designer. And all of a sudden, here I am, talking about lingerie and bras and bra fittings, and trying to make sense out of all of this. And I joined a number of groups on Facebook for entrepreneurs and women supporting other women in business, and different kind of groups. And one of the ladies, when I kind of introduced myself and said, well, that's what I've been doing and this is what I'm switching into recently, and she says, actually, it's quite related, because what you do interior design for a female temple, and I really like this. I think this is really something. And again, give it a little thought going back, and I thought that she is right, because what I do right now, again, I'm going from inside out. So whatever clothes we put on, we might think as architecture, and whatever lingerie we wear underneath, we can think as of interior design. And then I went a little bit farther, and I thought, I'm not the one and only person who's making this transition from architecture into fashion, or the other way around, because when we think, let's bring some big names, Giorgio Armani, when you think of him, I think number one will be a fashion designer and guru, but then he branched out into furniture design, hotel designs. There is Armani hotel in Dubai, one of the top hotels in the world, so he went that way. Zaha Hadid, another example of architect, this time going the other way. She went into fashion. She designed, starting from architecture, she went through interior design and product design, furniture design, into actually fashion and jewelry design. So I believe when we think as designers, when we think as creators, when we are trained to understand world in 3 dimension, it doesn't really matter that much if it is designing big architecture or a small scale beautiful lingerie and little fashion nuggets. So here I am. I'm kind of understanding my journey this time. I hope you agree with me. If next time maybe I bring more examples of famous architects and designers that went one way and the other. Another one, Frank Lloyd Wright, of course, a great American architect who was so obsessed with design that when he designed a house, he wanted to go through all the details, including the cutlery and the dress that the woman would live in that house she would wear. So I think there is something. So we are good. We are on a good track. I'm safe here in a good company. Anyway, sorry about that. A little digression, but here we go. Minimizers. Minimizers. It's a completely different topic. Number one, it's against my philosophy because I think we should love ourselves and we should love the shape we are in and just let all the other details come around and just make our life easier and make us feel more beautiful. So if a woman is blessed with a large size bosom, I think she should be able to feel supported and comfortable, but not necessarily try to make herself look smaller. What Minimizer does is change your look visually. So it's an optical illusion. It's not something real that is happening. It's not sucking your breast inside you. It's not happening like that. You have your breast, this is the size what it is, and you just want it to look smaller for one reason or another. One reason we think, you see, the problem for us, for women with proper or a little bit more than proper size of a cup, is very difficult shopping for nice clothes. Most of the tops, when they are buttoned up, they will not button up, or they will pop open in the most inappropriate scenario. I had a job interview once, right after I graduated, and that was my first job interview, and I was really nervous, and I was trying to have this, good schoolgirl, very eager new designer facade. I was really serious about that, and I wear a white blouse button up, and I was talking to a principal of the company for like half an hour, very serious questions, yada 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 yada, and then he says, okay, so the senior designer, she will come now and she will talk to you as well. I said, okay, great. She came over and she was a lady, and the first person was a man. And she looked at me, she killed me with her look, the daggers in her eyes, and she says, you can close that button now. And I look, oops, what happened? My blouse, one of the buttons, of course, in the strategic area just popped open that I was totally unaware of. And yeah, so red, and yeah, I will remember that experience, and I'm sure quite a few of us had a similar experiences in our lives. So definitely shopping for decent clothing, not only that looks nice, but allow us to be comfortable and decent. Yeah, it's an issue. So again, going back to minimizers. So what minimizer does, it visually creates an illusion that your breast is 1 cup smaller than it is. So size wise, it's not a huge difference, and it cannot be a huge difference because it's just a piece of garment. It cannot do magic. So when you wear your minimizer, your silhouette, which we are working on through fitting you in a proper bra and lifting your breasts and having the nice proportion line and everything working for you. When you wear a minimizer, we kind of decreasing the effect that we want to achieve. What the minimizer will do, it has to do something with the breast tissue. So the only thing what it can do, it can make it a little bit more flat and can push it into different areas, not really keeping it up front the way that we would like to. I know that many ladies, they still prefer shopping for minimizers, and that's your choice. I just think that it would be much better to actually find a solution and create better fashion for women with different shapes and sizes. And another good news is that more and more brands slowly are waking up to that news that we are the way we are, and this is how we look like. And some of us might be petite and very sport looking women, but most of the women, we have curves and we have them in different places, and that's totally natural, and this is how the woman looks. I'm not saying every woman should look like that, but many of us looks like that, and we need to have decent clothing that are fun and beautiful and are in fashion, not something that you wear for the last 100 years and just recycling it because there's not much more options, or when you go to the store and trying to get something new, just getting frustrated because everything you try on, it just doesn't fit you. And again, it's not your fault, it's not my fault, it's a fault of manufacturers that for some unknown reason believe they're gonna get away with it, but they won't. So new time, new era, new fashion, and off we go. But in the meantime, if you think the minimizer is something that you want to look into, then definitely go for it. Most of them are underwired, so it's a underwired construction just to make sure there is more control of your cup and how the breast is supported by a minimizer. Another little thing that I have to mention, and I've got from one of the questions that I received, is when you try non-wired bra on. I had a lady and she was asking me, I'm trying this non-wired bra on, and the middle of the wires, which we can call a gorge or a bridge or different terminology, but that part when two wires are meeting and there are no wires, but we still have the same middle point, and it's not sitting flat against your sternum. And I'm sorry if I didn't make it clear in one of my previous talks. When we fit non-wired bra, this part will never sit flat against our sternum, just because it's not possible. It is possible if we have very small cup size, but when we are again with, let's say, D plus size, definitely it's not going to happen. So it's just different construction, different type of bra, and it's totally normal that it's not sitting flat against our chest in that point. It's just it's a different way of wearing bra. So I think I covered 2 topics, maybe briefly, but if you need any more explanations or samples or anything else, I can get back to it. I think I kind of ran through it, but hopefully it was just clear enough so we know what I was talking about. For next week, I think I would like to talk about the fashion trends for New Year 2018, not New Year, but the season of spring and summer. I'm sure if you follow me on my Off3 page on Facebook, or maybe you found me on Instagram, I've been posting some images of trends for 2018, which I will be talking about next week. So thank you again 100 times for joining me, spending this little time with me in my little world of bra fitting and lingerie. And again, love to you all, and see you later. Bye.